After coffee, me being who I am, I go over all of my work from the day before, making sure everything is lined up and is as it should be. Get one of these. Very quick way of adjusting your chain. Here's another little tip that I got from somewhere, I don't remember. It's a toothbrush kit. But in here, fuses, patches, tire gauge, small bead buddies, thread lock, glue, everything goes into here. Okay, so we're off. First thing I gotta do is get some breakfast. Kind of hungry. I walk the site, make sure I didn't leave anything behind, because I'm notoriously bad for leave my head behind if it wasn't attached. Bags are all secure. And okay, so we're off. 10 o'clock. Told you we weren't going to be rushing today. I'm going to find some breakfast. And I gotta get some gas too. And are we holding the air? Yep. We're good. Okay. We're just gonna find ourselves some brekkie. So there's this spot called, where are we going? There's a little spot up the hill here that's got breakfast. So we're going to grab that. Now they're full of fuel. There's the restaurant right there.
20 minutes later.
Alright, we're pretty well back where we started yesterday. This is Compton's Road. Looks like these roads have been freshly graveled this year. McDonald Road is a little back entrance into the town of Montague. Leads me to Mellish Road. If you come to PEI and ride the ARC, if you do the whole thing, you will inevitably be on all the heritage roads. This is another one. What you have to watch with Mellish Road is it seems like they it doesn't get graded a lot, so you'll get these ruts and stuff, but at no point that I've ever been down here is there a spot where you can't get around it. So that's how we designate these ARC tracks. If there's no way around it, then it goes up a level. Whoa! Ooh, that was close. Ooh. Now, last time I was in here, I near got mired in the sand. I'm not going to do that to myself today. I'm going to park here. So, if you come down the Mellish Road, There is a little pathway here. And it comes into these woods. And as you follow along the path, you'll come to the Mellish Pond. That's where the road got its name from. If you continue on past that and go into the woods, there's a pathway here. And it leads you to this little campsite. I don't know who owns it, who set it up, but they've got logs here and you can see it's actually been used. Now, I can either deny or confirm that I may or may not have had a few coffees here along the way over the years. Okay, so we'll keep going. So that stream we were at, it comes up here and there's a little bridge here. Nice little place to have a sandwich break. Washboards. Blueberry fields. I don't know if hay is early this year or not. I wouldn't say this road is used too much by the traveling public. Ting! As we go east, we'll start getting into these long straights. I'm just going to ride this like I was from Ontario, Quebec, and with the idea knowing that if I crash, I could be in a lot of trouble. I'm a long ways from home, so that's kind of what I'm doing today. And I mean, you know what? It's really refreshing and nice not to be in a big push. Not pretty. That's great that they're getting their hay in early. It's break time. I'm stopping here because I'm finding that the canopied trees and the flickering is making my eyes tired. Also, if you don't have a bladder on your back for drinking, make sure you're stopping and hydrating yourself lots. Getting overtired is when mistakes happen. Well, that's kind of a neat little section right through a farmer's field. So after quite a long section of dirt, you come up here in Fortune Harbour. Now, there's no dirt here, and this is just scenery at its best, and you're very close to Fortune and Rollo Bay, so there's fuel and food and supplies there. Hungry hippo. I'm the world's worst, man. When I ride, I get hungry.
So I didn't stop in Rollo Bay. My fuel is good, and I've got some supplies in the back that I can eat if I get too hungry. But I'm trying to really get to East Point before it gets too dark, so that's why I didn't stop. But I would highly suggest that if you're feeling a little bit fatigued around this area, I would stop and have a rest, because from Sheenan Road here all the way to Elmira, you will be on dirt. And some of it can be fairly challenging because the sand can get deep.
This one is the long straight, and it'll take you up to East Point. But like I said before, it can be very sandy. So if you're new to this, take your time on this one. The sand. So take your time. Just take your time. Lean back a little in your saddle. and take your time. A wide open field. I think at one time this Tarantum Road was a main road, but I don't think they use it much more than just for farming nowadays. Holy jumpins'. Remember this one? This was like pure sand. Whoa! Now you won't talk sand. Look at that. This sandy section goes on for quite a piece. Trying not to get into berms or ruts. Ruts and sand are lethal. Sandy McSanderson.
So there are 3 parts to the Tarantum Road. We just completed the first part of it. It's the sandy part. The second part that we're about to do, whoa, it's a lot of fun.
This type of thing here, it looks awesome, but I would take the edge off. I'll tell you why. You can't see very well on this stuff. It's pretty. It's just because of the trees, it makes it difficult. Makes it a little bit difficult to eyeball what's in front of you. Let me get a quick picture of this.
Yeah, mule! Yeah, yeah, yeah!
Road's closed. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. So the road's closed, so we'll bypass it. They're trimming trees, fixing up power lines on it.
Luckily, this isn't a permanent road closure, so I can leave it on the map. If it had been a permanent closure, I would have had to reroute.
Can't really come up this far east and not go to East Point. So we're going to go up to East Point and see the old light. It's super cool. And I think after that we'll start looking for a campsite for the night.
Now, East Point is not part of the ARC East main route, but it is an excursion. So if you want to get off the dirt for a little while and take a short trip up here to see the old light, I think it's worth it.
There's the old girl. So that was where Bernard Kramer moved it the first time. From way back there. This was where he set it. This was its foundations, and then they moved it back away from the water later. Incredible. And out there, that's where the HMS Phoenix crashed, on that barrier reef out there. Amazing.
In 2 kilometers, turn right.
If you'd like to know more about how Bernard Kramer moved that light, check out What to Expect on the PEI ARC Part 2.
Well, that's East Point. So we're going to find a campground. For the night, it's 4:15. So we're going to try a campground called All Points East. And I think that there's a restaurant close to there, so maybe we'll stop there and get some grub after we get our campsite secured. And then maybe I'll eat the other what I brought for freeze dry too. I'm starving to death. But if I can get in here for the night, that'll put me right onto the Ark on the return trip back to Charlottetown. Site 10. Site 10.
So I prepaid here for my stay here. I'm just gonna run down and locate my site, and once I know where it's at, I'm gonna turn around, go straight back. There's a restaurant just up the road, and I'm gonna grab some supper there.
T 10. That's 10 there, I think. Let's get something to eat.
So with Site 10 located, I am going to turn straight around and go just up the road, and there's a restaurant there called the Boathouse. And you know what? It turned out to be really good food. And I went here again the next morning for breakfast too.
Well, that hit the spot. Home for the night.
So with a full belly and my tent up, a cup of tea in hand, I've got just enough time to take a wander down by North Lake. What a spectacular view in the evening here as the sun sets and the fishermen are coming in and out of port. Gorgeous. You just don't see something like this every day, do you?
Man, I gotta say, this is beautiful riding.